Hi there. Today we've got a very important podcast on Iran and the troubles in the Middle East, government intervention, gold, and Mount Morgan. Now, excuse me, as you know, there's been many conflicts in the Middle East. Most recently, Iran has had military conflict with America and with Israel. Now, it may interest you to know that there is a very important historical background to this. Iran, as many of you would know, is an oil nation, oil-producing nation, member of OPEC. They used to be called Persia way back when. Gold has played an important part in this as well, not just oil. And Mount Morgan, which is a gold mine in Queensland. It's essentially still Australia's largest single load gold mine. So in one load they had 8 million ounces, still the largest ever in Australia, and they had copper with it as well. And it was founded in 1880 by Williams Knox Darcy, who made a lot of money off it, and then went to London and convinced Winston Churchill to help him out with oil concessions in Persia as it then was. Now, that made William Knox Darcy even more money. I think he founded Imperial Oil, which later became British Petroleum. However, the middle of the 20th century, Iran, as it later became, was not overly happy in having their oil profits taken to the extent they were by international groups, and they were looking to nationalize it. Anyway, the British and the Americans weren't too keen on this because there was too many geopolitical, economic instabilities that would come with it and disenfranchisements. And what you've seen in the last 70 years is Iran being an area where multiple governments, nation states have had a bit to say and a part to play in terms of their economic affairs. And you had Mohammad Mossadegh, and then the Shah was installed, and then after the Shah you have now the Islamic Republic. And obviously there's a lot of geopolitics and religion in there as well, but the reality is a lot of it does come back to resources, money, oil and gas in this case, but starting with gold in Australia and what made the money for the investor who got stuck into Persian oil development, William Knox Darcy. And that's where a lot of this has come from. Old disputes, annoyances built up over time. And that's how it sort of spilled out onto the 20th century, admittedly with a geopolitical, religious overlay, but still coming from the point of view of Iran feeling mistreated to some degree, although that certainly doesn't explain the whole story or even a majority of the story. But it does explain the start of the story. Let's put it that way. Anyway, let me know what you think. Thanks.